I'm sitting today with Courtney Silverman, one of the top producers within the Western office of the Kai's Company. Courtney joined real estate in 2003, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that's correct.
Prior to that, she was a broker in California for 2 years. What made you decide to get into real estate, Courtney?
Well, as a matter of fact, before I was a broker in California, I sold application software for 25 years in Northern California, Silicon Valley. So I came with a technology background. I've also been an independent salesperson since 1980, so I was familiar with how to keep myself organized and fill the pipeline and work alone.
Well, how did you get started when you first came with the Kai's Company? I know you've been successful from day one.
Well, it started with my Sudden Success program, with you instructing me, and then actually implementing what you taught me.
Very good. Do you still follow all of the same principles that you started out with, or have you learned new things over the years?
I do. I think business planning is very important. I do a business plan every year, and then once a month I do review it to see where I am on it. Another thing that I've learned through trial and error is to not only focus on one price point. I always have 3 price points that I'm going after at any one time, because there's always one that seems to be lagging or not performing.
Right. What about your technology aspect of it? I know you said you were high on technology before you became
Yes, I had to be high on technology. So in beginning my career here with the Kai's Company, I already was very familiar with how to be self-sufficient with a database. I use the app database to keep track of everybody, and I am very familiar with the Microsoft Office products. The first thing I knew that I had to do was know SEF, ML Exchange, and embrace it, know everything about it. And I would say I'm a real power user on that product.
You know, I met your children here in the office one day, and I know you're very family oriented. How do you balance your family and your business?
Well, that was interesting. In 2003 or 4, Florida Realtor magazine interviewed me, and that was one of the questions that they asked me. And I mentioned to them that my kids had said at that point, "Mommy, you like real estate more than me."
Oh, no.
Yeah, that was tough. So what's important is that I work while they are in school, and I come home every night at 6 o'clock. Another thing that's most important with balance and also with profitability is to be a listing agent, not run around with buyers.
I see. Do you have certain farm areas that you work? I know you said price ranges a moment ago, 3 or 4 different price levels, but do you also have certain geographic farms or spheres of influence?
Well, I would say that my farm has never been a geographic farm. It's always been a center of influence farm. I moved here with my family in 2000 from California, so I really didn't know anybody, but I have tracked every single lead or contact I've made, and a lot of them are meet and greet, just being out and about, always wearing my badge, and asking everyone, do they want to buy or sell real estate, and letting everybody know I'm in the business.
So when somebody comes into your sphere of influence, they never escape, right?
Yes, in a friendly way.
Yeah, very good. How many would you say are in your database?
I have probably 2,800 people. My goal is to speak to them on a regular basis and follow the Ford technique: family, occupation, recreation, and D. I forgot what the D is, but I try to always ask about them, keep track in my database about what we talked about, and then wait for them to ask me about real estate, so I'm just not annoying them and being a pushy realtor.
Right.
Seems to work.
What if somebody came to you, new associates, and I know they always do because you're one of the most helpful people in the office, what advice do you give them to become successful and to help them?
I would say to have a plan, to stick to the plan, to work the plan, and to not give up. You have to go the distance all the way until you see
But it's going to work.
the reward, honestly, and just keep working. Sometimes thinking out of the box is also helpful.
Very good.
Yeah.
Courtney, I want to thank you very much.
Okay,
for your
thanks,
time.
Phil.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Appreciate it.